Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling are named in a lawsuit by the Algerian boxer who was accused of being a transformer and that being the reason why they won their Olympic medal. This is a crazy story. We covered this on the channel. Imane Khelif? Imane Khelif? How do you say her name?
It's not Imane.
Imane, okay.
It's E-woman.
E-woman, excuse me. Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling named in a lawsuit filed by Algerian boxer Imane Khelif, accusing them of acts of aggravated cyber harassment.
Wow, they just making new charges.
The complaint was filed to French authorities. I wonder why it was filed to French authorities. By Khelif's attorney, who says he hopes the prosecution investigates whoever it feels necessary on X. What? Investigates whoever. Interesting. What we're asking is that the prosecution investigates not only these people, but whoever it feels necessary. If the case goes to court, they will stand trial. Okay. Now, a lot of people are saying Imane is an XY chromosome intersex person.
Okay.
The issue with that is that I don't think that's been medically verified. There was rumors that the Russian Federation that was over this, that people were like, oh, they're bad, we don't know, is never released that information because private medical information.
Okay.
So she is suing them because she's saying, hey, I was raised a little girl. I've always been a little girl. I'm in a city. I'm in a country. She's in Algeria, which is not friendly to the Decepticons. Okay.
Okay.
And what are you talking about? How do you think I'm this when I'm not this? Now, that doesn't eliminate the fact that XY chromosome may be the factor here.
Yeah.
So my thought goes, when this gets taken to trial, does the defense attorney goes, oh yeah? Well, how about you show us the result of your DNA test and how many chromosomes you have?
Ooh.
Well, not how many. Which ones?
How did I know this?
How did I know this? Bowdy said the lawsuit could target personalities overseas, adding that the prosecutor's office for combating online hate speech has the possibility to make requests for mutual legal assistance in other countries. Could target personalities overseas, adding that the prosecutor's office for combating online hate speech has the possibility to make requests for mutual legal assistance with other countries. What do they do? What are they going to do? Extradite Elon Musk to go to France and face these charges?
Yeah, seriously.
Is that what they think is going to happen?
I'll buy Algeria.
Yeah. Khelif went viral after dominating the Olympics despite failing a gender test the year prior. So she failed the gender. Now, the gender test, we don't know if it was the chromosome test. We don't know if it was a testosterone test. Most people are assuming it's a chromosome test. Okay. So let's look at this clip.
As to the question of whether I qualify or not, whether I am not a woman or not, I have made many statements to the media saying that I fully qualify to take part in this competition. I am a woman. I was born a woman. I have lived as a woman. I compete as a woman. There is no doubt about that. There are enemies of success. Okay? That is what I call them. They are just enemies of success. And just gives me a gold medal an extra special taste because they're tax.
Okay. So, there is something here with regarding the possibility that female athletes have always gotten in grade school, it started as like, you're a tomboy.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you're too masculine. Right. And so it's escalated. And some people can say that, how tragic would this be if this is an actual biological woman with an XX chromosome, and perhaps she's just naturally more, perhaps she's not even intersex. She's just naturally more masculine.
Yeah.
Like, how sad is it that this person got dragged and humiliated and told they were a man and told they were a part of the coalition?
Yeah.
And they weren't. Right? Mark Rogers said, at least she's not being ambiguous with the language she's using. She straight up says she's a woman. Okay. But the issue is that, like, what does that mean today?
Yeah.
Right, Mark?
Because she was like, I was raised a woman.
Right.
But are you an XY chromosome?
I even said we don't have the medical data because it's literally illegal to demand the release of medical data. We know that Imane was disqualified for failing a prior test and did not challenge. Right. So did they ever leak the data? Can you look that up for me real quick? I think this is very, Listen, this is where I've said this, I've been consistent on. Where the conservatives took an L is they jumped and assumed this was like the Riley Gaines situation. It was not. However, that doesn't mean that this person doesn't have an XY chromosome, which gives her an unfair advantage against a biological woman with an X chromosome.
Yeah. I have another question. And this is kind of for you, kind of for the people in the chat. If Imane has a XY chromosome, but has a vagina, where do you put Imane? And
still an unfair advantage against XX chromosome women.
yeah, okay, yeah.
That doesn't mean conservatives didn't take an L and jumping out the window.
Exactly.
Right? But that is very different.
Still a dude. So CP 10 tones down. Still a dude.
The test did indicate Imane has XY chromosomes. Imane withdrew their appeal when the IBA banned her. We found out Castor had 5 ARD when they went to trial. Okay, so then we're gonna find out, right, Blair? That means we'll find out. So Castor is I want to say she's South African who had a similar condition, and they ended up verifying what it was that she was, which I believe XY chromosome. Verify that for me real quick. I think it's a hard no for me with regards to combat sports, if we're talking chromosomes. But again, we have to be careful. Yeah. So
Pops.
yeah, seriously. Chill. South African athlete Castor Semenya has XY chromosomes, which is a genetic variation that the medical system calls a disorder, a sexual development, DSD. Semenya was assigned female at birth, but her XY chromosomes, an intersex condition, results in higher than normal testosterone levels, also known as hyperandrogenesis. And testosterone increases muscle mass and strength. Okay, this is an unfair advantage. It seems like it's fairly simple to prove. My question, though, is does she still have a legal case even if she's XY chromosome, right?
Yeah.
Because if someone is intersex, but they have all the parts except ovaries, and they don't know that until, what if she didn't know until a year ago when she got disqualified?
I guess, yeah, that's kind of what it means.
Right?
Is that someone said a vagina is cosmetic, and I'm like, no, I'm talking about like the biological one. You're intersex, you're born with a biological, somewhat fully functional vagina, and you got XY chromosomes. I really can't be dunking on people too much. You know, they had to go through life with that piece of equipment as a man.
Hyperandrogenism. Still unfair, but yeah, DSD is not a transformer issue. Yeah, and I think this is the part that I just wish the conservative community would just acknowledge. And I'm a conservative. I think she has an unfair advantage. I don't think she should be boxing women. I don't think she should be boxing men either. I don't think she. But can we just acknowledge that this is not the same as the Riley Gaines situation?
Jack, so you don't even think she can box?
No, I think she can. I think it sucks
You
for
said she
her.
can't box men and she can't box women.
she can. I'm saying I think she could probably still get hurt boxing men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she would get hurt boxing men. I think the reason why she's so great is because she has an XY chromosome, high testosterone levels, different bone density, broader shoulders, right?
Yeah.
So she has an unfair advantage. The issue is that the framing of this has been unfair to her. And I think if we're people of truth, we have to acknowledge that. It has been unfair to her. This is not San Francisco. This is not Seattle. This is not your, your Antifa supporting, rainbow flying, purple hair having aunt.
Yeah.
That is not what this is.
Yep.
And so anyway, I'm curious how this is going to go. And can you look up if if the Olympics has an official policy on the transformer issue?
Yeah.
Because that is now I'm curious, because clearly the NCAA failed Riley Gaines in this situation.
Have a sports policy on the transformer issue?
And by the way, I don't think the intersex folks want to be a part, or my understanding, don't want to be conflated with the transformer issue. I don't think they want anything to do with that. We don't know. That's the issue. We don't know.
So.
They say that she failed a gender test, but we don't know. We don't know and that can't be released because it's private medical record.
According to the International Committee, which recently updated its guidelines in January of transgender athletes and Olympic Games, allows individual sports to determine whether the trans athletes can compete. This framework recognizes both the need to ensure that everyone, irrespective of their gender, identity, or sex variation, can practice sports in a safe, harassment-free environment. So basically, they said it's up to the sport.
It's up to the sport?
Yeah, like y'all decide between yourselves.
Y'all figure it out.
Yeah.
We're going to... That's a big one. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.